Hello, Alex here. I'm just going to continue on. Where we left off was setting up the Buddyboss themes and plugins, and now we're just going to set up the settings to get our template set up and ready to go. So the first thing you want to do is go to your template, go to Buddyboss, and let's go to theme options here. Alright, so in our theme options, you have the option to put your logo, header. I kind of leave everything as default, at least for now. Let's go to Buddy Panel, make sure that's on, the position's left, default close, you can change that if you want. Sidebars, kind of leave that as is. Typography, I leave that alone, I'm not really too particular. Primary color, that seems to be good for Buddyboss as far as the colors are concerned, but if you have anything that's catered to your brand, you can go ahead and change that. The footer, you can add widgets to the footer if you want, but I kind of leave that off. But you can also change it here if you want to upload a logo and whatnot. So definitely want to change this name if you want to change the title. I think it changes automatically, but you always want to check. Social links, you want to make sure you pop those in there for any ones that you want to put, and so forth. And blog, if you have a blog, I mostly like the second one because it puts everything in like a streaming format. Featured image, you can decide what that would look like if it takes the full screen. This is when you click on a post, and all these other options are arbitrary. You can choose if you want to do it. So the login page, you can upload a custom logo. When you do this, the logo conflicts with Ultimeo's logo. Okay, so if we go to, let's say we took this link here and we went incognito and went directly to it and tried to sign in, you see Ultimeo shows up there because it takes over the ability to put a logo. So if I actually go back to Buddyboss and try to upload a random logo, let me see if I can find one here that's suitable. One moment. Alright, so I'm just going to put that for now. Save that, save changes, and go back. And refresh. So I just added a logo, but it didn't change here. So if we actually go to the network admin and go to plugins and settings, and we go to styling, and we change our logo, it's gonna become the logo for every login page for all your subsites. So what we want to do is remove the image, okay, and remove this, and then we want to save it, okay, but it brings it back for some reason. So this is like the default. So I ran into this issue with that, and I had to conclude that Ultimeo, at least this version of it, takes over this image section here. So what we had to do was get another sign-in plugin. I'm going to add that in the link below to what that is. But basically, we have to get a plugin that's going to take over this whole screen here, and we can adjust to remove this logo, change the background, and do some other things as well. So be on the lookout for that, but this is one of the known issues with the Buddyboss with Ultimeo configuration. So if we go back, 404 page, you can add a logo to the 404 page. You have the ability to turn on maintenance mode, cover images, forums. So for cover images, you can actually change this to large, which would extend their profile banner image across the whole page, kind of like what Twitter and trying to think whoever else does that, but that's some social media feature. And forums, you can turn on the banner for forums and upload a photo, change the colors and so and whatnot. Custom codes, you can add your Google Analytics code, and if you are familiar with any type of styling or JavaScript, you can edit those as well. And this is default, we'll leave that as is, and if you need to take your settings elsewhere, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that. I am going to add that logo again because I kind of like that. Put that there. You can change the sizing. Okay. Mobile logo, do the same thing. Okay. And site icons, so if you save that, if you go to appearance, site icons, you can actually change the icon. So you go to site identity, select icon, select that, corrupt image, and I guess that just shows up there. And if you go back, click publish, exit out, takes you back to the same screen, and that should do that for these settings. So let's go to the actual plugin settings and let's edit out each one of these. So allow members to delete their profiles. I normally leave that unchecked. For your WAS, you know, if people are deleting themselves, that should probably be a request to delete, just in case you want to request their data or anything like that, but that's up to your discretion. On production, you probably want to uncheck all of these. You don't want to see that black toolbar at the top here in the front end of the site. So I'm going to leave it on for admins while I'm in development for the template, but when the template's ready to go, you probably want to come in and check that. Okay. Registration, allow non-members to register new accounts. So with this one, and I probably should have lifted the page up. We go back to page, just go here and click sign up. As you can see here, it's asked me site details. Site details are not what you want your regular WAS users to signing up on a regular sub-site to be able to do. So two things needs to happen. One is we need to go back to Ultimio and we need to turn off, actually this is a WordPress setting. So if we go to network settings and we say both sites and users accounts can be registered. So let's go turn that to only user accounts may be registered. Okay. So let's go to the bottom and save that. If we go back to this site here and refresh, so you see how that disappeared. Okay. Now if we go, so that should work now. So if we we might run into another problem. When we get to it, I'll fix it then. But this is if you ever have any issues with that button or with that registration page, you have to uncheck this, save it, and check it again and save it, and it should fix that issue. Something I had to figure out. Restrict site access to only logged in members. If this is a WAS that is for the social media presence for your customers, then you probably will want to only allow logged in members to access the site, because if you don't, then they need to, if it's not checked, then it would always, all the pages would be visible and they can go to each one of them without being logged in. So I would highly recommend you keep that checked once the template is ready, and then you save those changes there. And yeah, so in the next video, I'm going to continue on with all the plugins settings. We just finished the theme settings. We're just going to finish the plugin settings in the next video. Thank you.